Hi, Michael Christopher Koji Fox here with a public service announcement. Um, in about 5 minutes, we're going to start with the keynote address. Like Bayone explained before, I'm going to be doing a voiceover. But how it's going to be done is it's not going to be a direct translation of what Yoshida, producer, is saying. We talked a little bit last night. He gave me a script that he was going to read from. But then at about 10 o'clock last night, he came to me and was like, I don't think I can remember everything on the script, so I'm just going to wing it. And I was like, but I just translated the script. I'm going to be reading off that tomorrow. It's like, don't worry about it. But. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to read off of my script and do a voiceover. There will be parts that might stray a little bit. Yoshi P gets a little bit nervous sometimes and he'll forget to say stuff, or he'll go off on a tangent sometimes. But don't worry about that. What we'll do is we'll be having guys taking notes in the background, and so when the keynote is over, we'll cover any points that were missed in my translation. And so please look forward to it. I'll see you guys in about 2 minutes.
Hello.
Yo.
What's up? What's up?
I'm streaming the Tokyo Fan Fest.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah, it'll be on in a few minutes. I'll give you the link right now.
Anyone want to do turn 6 while watching that?
What's up? It didn't start yet, right?
It didn't start yet. I think they're just working out the kinks, but it will start soon. So we'll try to.
Yeah, like any second now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna mute TS, so just type to me if you need anything, Club.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 14ファンフェスティバル2014ただいまより開幕いたします。
Final Fantasy 14 プレイヤーの皆さんおはようございます。
Good morning, Final Fantasy 14 fans.
モニターの向こうで、有料放送をご覧の皆さんもおはようございます。改めまして Final Fantasy 14プロデューサー兼ディレクターの
And another good morning to those watching live around the world. Welcome to the 2014 Fan Festival in Tokyo. This is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy 14.
サーバー落ちてるわけじゃないんで吉田って言われて
Servers aren't down. It's okay.
今年2014年、ファイナルファンタジー14の年と銘を打って、このファンフェスティバル2014を、アメリカ、それからイギリス
After two successful shows in Las Vegas and London, we wrap up this year's tour here in Tokyo.
まずそのラストを飾る東京の、ステージ一つ目として、僕の方から基調講演を行わせていただきたいと思います。
Now I'd like to begin the keynote address, and we're going to talk about Heavensward. The first expansion pack for Final Fantasy 14. We have a lot of great information for you today, so please look forward to it. So let's touch a little bit on what has been announced before. As was mentioned before, the adventurers will be headed to Ishgard and beyond for their next round of adventures. During the fan festivals in Las Vegas and London, we talked about a lot of different things. So before I move on, let's take another look at the in-game footage that was revealed in Las Vegas and London. So let's take a look at those videos that we saw in Las Vegas and London. As you could see in the video, we've taken great care in creating a graphical style that matches the high fantasy feel we wish to give the expansion, placing an emphasis on contrast and lighting, making the brights bright and the darks dark. So now let's move on to the recap. The overarching theme adventurers will encounter in the Heavensward main scenario is that of the Dragon Song War, a bloody 1,000-year struggle between the Dragoon Knights of Ishgard and the Dragons of Dravani. Think of it as the second season of our show. So, how many Legacy players are here today? That's very many. Thank you very much. Many of our players, especially those who have been with us since the original release, have waited a long, long time for the level cap increase. 4 years. With Heavensward, that cap will be raised from 50 to 60 for all classes and jobs. So now you won't be only raising your item level, but also your player level as well. Raising your character should be a lot of fun. We also mentioned a new playable race, a 6th playable race to join the current 5. Many of you may have already caught a glimpse of that new race in the Realm Reborn main scenario, the Mass Traveler from Doma, Yugiri. She is one of the new race. There it comes. With a new story and level cap comes the need for new dungeons, and Heavensward will see the introduction of several new challenging locations. They are very unique, and we've spent a lot of time on their design. With patch 2.4, the Binding Coil of Bahamut will be wrapping up. But in Heavensward, we're bringing players a new series of high-end raids. We're looking to make something that's just as fun as the original Binding Coil. So players looking for a high-end experience, we hope to create something that you will love. And we cannot forget our disciples of the land and hand. A higher level cap means more new gear and recipes, with challenges lying not only in completing quests, but reading fluctuations in the economy. And as players explore the far reaches of Eorzea, they will encounter new beast tribes, as well as the primals that those tribes worship. I can tell you now that these primals will not be friendly, and will be looking to take down the adventurers that enter their realms. The battle team is currently working on these new battles and hope to have something that's going to be challenging for everyone. As the heavens are another major theme in the expansion, it is only natural that we introduce new methods to explore the regions above Eorzea, and that includes flying mounts. There will be a lot of quests that you'll need to have a flying mount to be able to access. Lots of areas that can only be accessed by flying mounts. And of course, we cannot forget the new multiple jobs that are coming. We mentioned before the Dark Knight, the new tank that is coming in 3.0. And hopefully we'll have an announcement of a new job here right after this. Don't worry. All right. Now that we've finished a quick overview of what we already know, let's move on to something new. So first, the main theme, Answers, for the original Final Fantasy XIV and 2.0. But for Heavensward, we plan to have a new main theme. And to compose that main theme is that's right. Just as he did with Answers, the father of Final Fantasy music, Nobuo Uematsu, will be returning to compose the Heavensward main theme. Today, he is busy with a different event, but he has recorded a message for us.
はい、ファイナルファンタジー14のファンの皆様、こんにちは。上松信夫です。こんな格好でごめんなさい。 排他でですね、右頬がすごく腫れてるんです。これで、許してください。ファイナルファンタジー14のですね、以前アンサーズという曲を書かせていただいたんですけれども、個人的にも非常に満足して、未だに大好きな曲の一つなんですけれども、この度、蒼天イシュガルドの、歌をまた書かせていただくことになりました。アンサーズとは違って、ちょっと、ピアノ主体のゆったりめの感じの曲なんですけれども、いいものに仕上げたいと思っておりますので、期待しててください。
とても歯が痛そうな
He looked like he was in a lot of pain.
コメントをいただいてます。今絶賛最後の編曲に入られているところなので、完成し次第
We're currently getting very close to completing the song, and so once we have something to reveal to the public, we will do so.
それでは次の話題へ行きたいんですが、こちらも映像を最初に
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. First, let's take a look at our next video. I'm not going to say anything, so please watch the video.
それではどうぞ。ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
改めまして、今の映像ですが、新種族アウラという名前です。
And the new playable race is the Aura. I know a lot of people were looking forward to bunny ears. The Aura are a Final Fantasy XIV original.
皆さんが使っていただける種族として追加となります。CG だとこういった感じですね。で、この新種族アウラのコンセプトについてちょっと
So to touch a little bit on the design concept of the Aura.
1点目、映像をご覧いただいてすぐに分かる通り、非常に
As you saw in the video,
頭部に角を持っている
from their heads grow a pair of unique curved horns.
皮膚の一部に硬質化した鱗を持っているのが
And they have a scale-like skin that covers part of their bodies.
大丈夫ですか？
Are we all good up to here?
このアウラなんですが、今までいる種族の中でもかなり、そのフェイスの形状
Compared to the existing 5 races, marked differences in face and horn type will allow for a wide scope of customization during character creation.
制作していますので、かなり特徴的なキャラクターが作れるようになってますし、その例えば、アウラの男性だと、イケメンからすごくこう力強いキャラクターまで臨機応変に。
So for example, the male Aura, you can make a very cool-looking character or a very muscular and imposing-looking character.
男性なんですが、かなりたくましいということをキーワードに作っています。そして
We focused on a very muscular type of design for the males, whereas the females are elegant and mysterious, but have an inner strength.
今あるご種族なんですけど、非常に愛くるしいララフェルがいて、14を代表するミコッテがいて、
We've already covered cute with the Lalafell, and unique with the Mikote, cool with the Elezen, The Hero offer a standard look, and the Ruganin are burly but lovable. But for the aura, however, we wanted to go into a little bit different direction. We'll talk about more details about the aura and their background, but we can tell you that they hail from the eastern continent of Othard, and that Yugiri, who's already appeared in the game, is of the aura. In 2.5, maybe she'll finally take off that mask. The aura, it's kind of hard to tell from this what job or class will look good with the aura. So we want to give you a view of what we feel the perfect job is for the aura. Sorry about the cough there. Oh, went a little bit too far. How far did I go? Can we scroll back a little bit? Oh, too far. Here you can see him with his helmet off, and as you can see, the aura looks perfect in the role of the Dark Knight. We believe he looks pretty kick-ass. As you saw in the video, and as we mentioned before, the Dark Knight will wield both a two-handed greatsword and magic to fulfill his role in the party as tank. We have a lot of actions being developed right now, and hopefully we can reveal them very soon. The effects are going to be very dark to fit the job. So, and once adventurers have witnessed the unfolding of the Heavensward main scenario, waiting will be an epic new raid dungeon. What could this be? You may recognize his name as a summon from previous Final Fantasy games, Alexander. This time he's portrayed as a massive mechanical fortress. This is still under development, but what you can see is that the raid dungeon can be seen from the outside. Game-wise, it will be a while before players can see this, as it doesn't appear at the beginning. But I'd like to touch a little bit on what we have planned for Alexander. Alexander, first, will be a high-end raid, not unlike the Binding Goil of Bahamut. That will be accessible after the main scenario. What is different is that the dungeon is actually a primal who is summoned by the goblins into a shell of an abandoned mechanical fortress. And because of its size, another difference is that players will not battle the primal from without, but enter its body and battle it from within. During the story, you'll find out why and how the goblins summoned this mechanical primal. Sorry about that. Should have just had the PC out here. So, unlike the binding coil of Bahamut, when new branches are released, we will be including two different difficulty settings, normal and hard. The normal version will be more accessible than, say, the current binding coil. So maybe around the level of difficulty when players play with the echo. So players who believe that maybe the binding coil of Bahamut was a little bit too difficult, this will be a little bit more accessible to them. The hard mode, however, will provide even a more challenging experience than even the current binding coil of Bahamut. With this, we believe we can meet the needs of an even broader scope of players. And thank you. We realize there are a lot of players that haven't completed the binding coil of Bahamut yet, and we want you to play it and complete it before 3.0. But those of you who have yet to complete the binding coil don't need to worry. There will be no need to complete the binding coil to access Alexander. So we talked about the new playable race, the Aura. And so yeah, we talked about tanks, but you can't have a party with just a tank. So we need a job that's going to support that party. So yes, supporting the tanks and the party from the back lines will be in this video. We don't think that you will have. Thank you. How many of you expected that? Oh, they brought me the PC. The new job, the second new job in Heavensward, the Astrologian. Yeah, it doesn't look like she'll be using any guns. Here are several screenshots of the new job. One of the unique features of the Astrologian is her main arm. And here you see cards. In addition to her main arm, the Astrologian can also affect a battle by drawing from her divining deck. Here are 6 cards that will be used in the deck. While curative spells are cast by tapping into the power of the stars, additional actions are performed by drawing multiple cards. So the Astrologian's role in the party is that of a healer, but will be much different from the spells used by white mages or even scholars. The main arm will be the star globe. The star globe is a weapon that's certain to stand out, not only when drawn in battle, but also when sheathed and strapped to the player's back. The combination of globe and cards is certain to make for exciting battles. And as is the case with the Dark Knight, the Astrologian will also have no base class. Details on this will be revealed at a later date. So don't worry too much about leveling a certain class or job to be able to access the Astrologian. As a party healer, the Astrologian will provide support for her companions in 2 different ways: spells and actions. Curative spells are cast by tapping into the power of the stars, while additional actions are performed by drawing multiple cards from a divining deck. We're also planning ways to use the divining deck beyond simply drawing cards, but you'll have to wait a little longer for further details. My assistant director is giving me the evil eye right now. Here's the recap. As you can see in the picture here, we have an aura female, and we believe that she really fits the look that we have intended for the Astrologian. We plan on having more information about the Astrologian and their actions early next year. As you have seen, we have more than a full new game's worth of exciting content planned for our first expansion pack. But what about those of you looking for something extra? Well, for you, we'll be preparing the Collector's Edition. So, let's talk a little bit about what's inside. We can't talk about what's in the box without talking about the box itself. Not only will the Collector's Edition box feature exclusive art by renowned artist Yoshitaka Amano, but because of all the stuff we'll be including, we had to increase the size of the box considerably, and wow, it is big. We have a video to show you why the box is so big and what's inside. So yeah, why would a dragoon be riding a dragon? I can't tell you the name of the dragon yet, but it won't be long before you meet him in the story and earn the privilege of riding upon his back. Here are some more screenshots of the mount. If you buy the collector's edition, you will get an expertly crafted, high-quality figurine of the dragon that you just saw. But yeah, it's time to lift the blanket from this table and show you what we have underneath. So let's call on a couple aura. The unveiling. It's awfully big. This is the outside cover of the box. This is the inside of the box. And this opens. This was just finished, and so we might still change the design in the coming weeks. The box opens like this. And inside is the figurine of the dragon you just saw. We wanted to create a box where that could be used to display your figurine. It will be kind of expensive, but it's a collector's edition, so. Other things in it, an art book, and a video of a disc of past videos. So let's return to the PowerPoint presentation. But that's not all. The collector's edition will also include in-game items, such as an exclusive flying mount, the Griffin. This is the first in-game item that we have planned for people who purchase the collector's edition. 2 more. Because to celebrate the introduction of the Dark Knight, we have a helmet designed to resemble the one worn by Cecil in Final Fantasy IV. We followed the original design to the T. The helmet will fit perfectly with the Dark Knight armor. We also have a minion, a wind-up cane. You can change your job to Dark Knight, don the Baron helm, summon Kain, and have your own Final Fantasy IV reunion. Here's a final recap of what players will be getting in the box. The Dragon Mount figurine, the in-game Flying Griffin mount, the Baron helm, and the Mammoth, as well as the art book, and many other things as well. The box version will be a little bit more expensive as it contains the items, but for those of you who just want the in-game items, we'll have a downloadable version of the collector's edition as well for a lower price. So we've revealed a lot here in the keynote. And Final Fantasy XIV is planned for release in spring 2015. The development team is working day and night alongside the content for 2.5 to create something truly special for 3.0. A lot of the developers are working hard and upset that it's so much work, but we are really looking forward to creating something special and hope that everyone is looking forward to it. Wait! Yoshida, wait! Hold on there. It's time to end. Hey! Oh, if it isn't the wonderful and talented Yosuke Matsuda, CEO of Square Enix, known by fans across the globe as Mr. Headshot. Yay. Yeah, I heard through my sources that you'd be announcing a gun-wielding job today, and here you are trying to end the keynote. I don't know. I mean, we still have a lot of time before Heavensward's release. I was thinking we'd save that in for... Yeah, look, I brought a gun and everything. Yeah, stop pointing the gun at the fans. Look around you, Yoshida. These people came here today to see something big. You want to see something big? Show them something big. Right? Everybody wants to see something. Yeah, we have our publicity schedule. You know, spring we're going to release the game, so we have lots of different timings that we're going to release new information. But look at this! Everyone's here today. They want you to give them some information. And they know that Yoshi-P can do it. You want to hear it, right? That's an official order, right? As official as it gets. Well, I guess I can't go against an order from the president, so I have my job to think of. We weren't planning on talking about this today, but yeah, we have something to show you, so here, take a look at this. Wow, that was great. Yeah, I wasn't planning on releasing that. Then why is there PowerPoint slides in? I wonder. All right. So here is the new 3.0 job, the Machinist. A lot of people have been wondering, when will we get to have a gun-wielding class? When will we to fire our guns? And now we've finally started development. As you notice, it's not a musketeer class, but a machinist job. Let's first take a look at some of the screenshots. It looks pretty cool. Acrobatic, jumping and firing. that. So first of all, the party role will be DPS, our second ranged DPS job after Bard. And when we released Ninja, a lot of people weren't expecting that we'd be releasing another DPS class. And yes, you can rest easy, Mr. President. The Machinist's main weapon will be a firearm. And just as will be the case with Dark Knight and Astrologian, there'll be no base class involved with the Machinist either. And the battle style. One characteristic of the Machinist is that the job won't simply entail shooting things. Specially developed mechanical equipment will also play a role in the development, in the battle. This includes not only attachments, which are added to your firearm to increase firepower, but also turret-like machines that are deployed to the battlefield. This combination of mechanical weaponry will introduce a new angle to ranged DPS, and we think you'll really enjoy it. It will feel very new and fresh. So, is the Machinist already playable back at work? You can't. This looks really exciting. I think you guys should really look forward to it. I'm glad I came today. So, here is a recap. The party role is DPS. The main arm is a firearm. There'll be no base class involved, so be able to play it very soon after reviving Ishgard. And the battle style is attacking from afar with firearms as well as mechanical weapons. All right, now we have no more to release at the keynote. We believe with the information revealed in London, Las Vegas, and here, that players will have a very good idea of what's coming with Heavensward.